Hello, 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 everyone. How are all of you beautiful people doing out there today? My name is Gray Eagle, Sim Pilot. I'm a real world A320 captain, bringing my love for aviation and flight simming to all you wonderful people out there. How is everyone doing today? Per the request of one of my fellow subscribers, I decided, why not? I've been looking for a nice short route to do with the 777. Give her another shot, and hopefully I can get her off the ground in less than an hour. I think the last time I flew her, it took me like over an hour to figure out how to import everything, get it all loaded up, and all that fun stuff. So hopefully it will not take nearly as long this time to get her all loaded up and ready to go. But just been looking for some good short flights to do with it. And you know what? We might hop on down the California coast. For right now, we're going on Portland to San Francisco. And maybe the next stream I do, we will do San Francisco to LA. So one major California city to the next major California city. So we will do take two of this beautiful 777-300ER. This time we're taking her out in the United livery. There we go. Beautiful. I absolutely love the fact that PMDG included their own ground handling equipment. Like, it's not like the most super high detailed stuff, but it fits the bill there, especially for us doesn't have who doesn't have what is it, that ground, the GSX. There we go. Oh, I got distracted by the lights up there, and that's actually pretty much on point. There's like service lights all over the airplane, so when you're working on the ramp at nighttime, you get your own little lights that kind of like light up the area. Actually, kind of cool to see that they actually included those lights. It's even bouncing off of the door on the interior there. Absolutely cool. Absolutely beautiful. Alrighty, and of course those massive 777 engines, the the GE90 engines. Alrighty, let's hop onto the flight deck here. Excellent. A little bit quieter up on the flight deck. Do I have my view still set? Oh yeah, all the views are still saved. Excellent. There we go. So let's hop onto the flight deck. We can open the flight deck door for now. Boop, and we'll close that up when we're all set and ready to go. Excellent. Back up front, do I have an overhead view? I do have an overhead view. Wow, did I think of everything when I made the views for this? Excellent. So I will be leaning heavily onto the checklist here, and the automated checklist, and I nabbed a checklist somewhere else, so I'll be leaning on those quite heavily to get me through this experience. How about that? Little clicky pen. Alrighty. So let's go ahead and get her. Well, let's first begin, see how long it's going to take us to board. Here, we'll go on to our tablet, and we want, nope. Oh, I want this. Well, first let's go back home. And then we want ground operations, and then automated ground ops, turn type, long turn time, 1 hour and 30 minutes. Turn time 55. What is a custom? Status uplifting, turn time. Alrighty. Well, that will be that, I guess. I thought there was a way to, uh, like have everything load up. That's alright. Custom ground connections. Alright, that's okay. I will not worry about that then. We'll leave that turned off and we'll just upload everything. Um, as we should. Because I figure short would be not nearly that long. In progress to around 0%. Yeah, let's just go ahead and turn it off. Custom. Where would I put in the time though? That's the thing. Turn type custom. 0% out of an hour and 30 minutes. Yeah, we'll turn you off. Thank you though. Um, well, if that's the case, we'll just go ahead up here. We'll start on the overhead. We'll start on the captain side, so the left-hand side. The Ataru can come on. Yeah, thrust asymmetry compensation, that should be an auto. Excellent. And we want this switch to be guarded and closed. The electrical panel looks like everything is on. This is kind of set up as if like engineering had came on and set everything up for like an ATOPS check and all that fun stuff. So the APU is on, the external power is off, so that's fine. We'll run on ship power, which is usually airplanes tend to prefer their own power versus ground power. Um, Back over to left center overhead. The emergency lights, we can go ahead and arm those. Passenger oxygen, that's going to be guarded and extinguished. Window heat's on, I guess. Let's see. For our hydraulics, everything is off right now. The engine demand pumps left and right are on, so that's a normal condition. Passenger signs, we'll leave that off for now. Turn that on right before we begin our pushback. And our lights, we can set them however we deem necessary here. Going over to the right side of the middle, cargo fire panel. Everything should be extinguished. The chart should be guarded and extinguished there. EECs 1 and 2 norm. Auto start is on. The start selectors are in the normal position. That's good. Fuel panel. Jettison guarded and off, and our armed switch is off there. For our fuel situation right now, the APU is pulling fuel from the left pump. So yeah, everything's off. That all looks good right there. Anti-ice, everything is going to be in auto. We'll just have our nav lights on for now till we're ready to push back on over to the FO side. Our conditioning panel, everything is either on or auto. We'll leave everything at the 12 o'clock position. Bleed air system, everything is on in auto. That look good there. Pressurization. Outflow valves forward and aft, auto. That should be in a neutral position to put us in an auto landing elevation. There we go. And of course the windshield wipers are off on both sides. We'll go over to the glare shield here. Captain's EFIS, yeah, we'll leave it on map for now. Let's set the Burr reference key. 2978 here in Portland this morning. Excellent. I don't know why the auto throttles are still armed. Are they always armed? We'll leave that the way it is, I guess. And the flight directors, well, yeah, I guess we can go ahead and get those on so I don't forget about it. And then once the IRs are aligned, that should give us good guidance there. Alrighty, so all the lights are extinguished here. The autopilot disengaged. That bar is up. That's good. Let's go ahead on the lower ECAM here. Let's go ahead and pull our, let's look up here. Let's pull our, is there like a step? Yeah, there we go. So quantity for hydraulics, left, center, right, that all looks good. Pressures are fine. The APU looks good there, and our oxygen checks. So all of that looks good. I'm gonna do a quick sweep of everything here. The gear, that looks good. And we already checked hydraulics, but hydraulics look good. Excellent. Alrighty, so we can go ahead and put the checklist right down there. And we'll leave that to be continued a little later. And the FO side will leave everything just as it is until the IRs are aligned, or the editor is aligned. Coming over to the main instrument panel, we have the PMDG. That's in the correct orientation of brightnesses. We can adjust that however we want to. The standby attitude indicator is aligned. We have our primary ICAS display, the lower ICAS display here, and those are orientated correctly. The gear is down, excellent. All these switches are extinguished and guarded. Auto brakes, if we want to, we can go ahead and set that to RTO. And same thing on the first officer side. We have the ND on the inside, PFD on the outside. We can adjust the brightnesses as we see fit. Excellent. Coming down to our center pedestal, the MICDO, or not the MICDO, the CDU is operational. Let's go ahead and is it FS actions? Is that how we do it? Fuel, payload, ground connection, cabin lights. Okay, I mean that's ground operations. Oh, okay. This is what I wanted to do because I had like a block time of like 3.5. I don't know if we're gonna make that. And that's turn time 0. Can you do it? Invalid entry. Okay. Let's do it here. So this is where you would put in your custom time. Oh. Long custom. Oh, can I not choose how I want to do it? Let's put you to 10. How do I set the times in here? See, I just get stuck in this box. There's so many things to do. Alrighty, we'll turn you off then. Alright. So payload. There's a way to re-import it. There's a way to import things. Ground maintenance, ground operations, ground connections. Fuel, no. Return. PMDG setup. Aircraft. Equipment displays failures. See, this is where it just gets stuck in the system. Let's go ahead and there not another page for this return? I don't want to have to use a turn time. What if I just want to load everything up and go? Nope. Fuel. Alrighty. Here's what I'll do. We'll just set everything manually. So return. We'll go payload. Passengers. And we'll just pull it straight from SimBrief. How about that? 318 passengers. Rating. Total 3, well, it's 318 total. Oh, we'll say this. No, let's do this. Yeah, we'll do 250 in the back. Oh, there's only 42. Okay, so let's call it 80 in the back then. We'll do another 28 in the middle. So that brings me to 308. And we'll do 10 up front. So, not distribution, but there you go. Well, we will call it that, I guess. Return fuel. We need 63.3. 63,397. Alrighty. Okay, so when you do it that way, it just kind of like loads everything. Alrighty. So there we go. We'll do that. Return. We can go to FMC. Nav data out of date. Oh, that's right. You have to do it in here, right? Ground operate. How do you update the nav data database? PMDG did something, right? Universal. Okay, nope. I don't need any of that. Uh, oh, it's through the operations center, isn't it? Let's see. I forgot that that's a thing. Well, if I can't update it automatically here, let's see. Update deliveries are found. App update. Alright, well, we're just going to roll with it. PMDG never ceases to baffle me altogether. Okay, so we will just roll with it with whatever database we have. I don't know how to update the database here, so we'll roll with the out of date database, and let's go ahead and go to the initialization here. We'll do KPDX. Get that going. Page 2. We'll grab a GPS. There we go. We'll throw that in there. Excellent. And then for the route, let's do a route request. PDX is San Francisco. So we'll set payload. Some brief payload set. Excellent. And then we can set fuel. Some brief block fuel set. Oh, cool. Okay, so I can do it that way. And then select route. And then requesting route. Okay, so we'll let that continue doing what it's going to do there. Excellent. Our frequency, it's 19.8 it said in there. Let me see what the CTAF is here. CTAF. PDX. There we go. 123775. Okay, so we'll go ahead and tune that one. Where's the big dial? 123775. Alrighty. So we'll go ahead and toss you in there. Excellent. So we have that set. We'll put in 22.8 for Unicom and the standby. And let's do 121. Yeah, 121. 5 in our second radio here. There we go. So we'll have that set. We can, excellent, listen to that. There's the mic selected there. Okay, so that all looks good there. Obviously the radar doesn't work, so we're not really worried about that all too much. Here, the observers can have his setup however he wants it. Okay, coming down the center. Let's see. Our pitch trim is in a more neutral position. Speed brake stowed. Thrust levers are at idle. Flaps are up. Fuel selectors are off. The stab cutouts are guarded. And left and right fire bottles are in. Lights off. The center McDo. We can put this on. How about FS actions? How about that? So we can output doors there. So we are ready to do that whenever we are ready. And then Our trims, rudder trim, neutral, ailerons are neutral and rudder trim there is neutral, manual trim cancel, that looks good there. On the first officer side, we can go ahead, I'll put him on, we'll just bring up the FMC, that looks good. The trim window on his side looks good, agreeable for units, that matches. Alternate flaps armed, extinguished. And coming down to his radio, we already kind of set things up, and we have auto ATC with a squawk code of 1565. We'll go ahead and put that in there. 15, that was already in there. 1565. There we go. Transponder, yeah, it's on TARA. It is what it is. About normal. Okay, there we go. Cycled it off and back on. There we go. That did the mode C. So we're squawking modes Charlie now, and then our evac panel here. Everything looks good. The command is guarded there. Alrighty. So let's go ahead and get back to the meat and potatoes of the confusing part for me. How about that? Alrighty. So, on the box here, we got Portland to San Francisco. We'll be departing runway. Okay, the descent forecast uplink. Excellent, that's good. So we got the FMC message whenever we get the ding dong. See what happened. Alrighty. Alrighty, everything's uplinked, ready to go. Excellent. I'm going to go ahead and just activate it now because reasons. Alrighty, excellent. So, let's go ahead and depart out of here. The winds are favoring runway 10. So it'll be a 10 right departure. Index. Departure. Yeah. Oh, you gotta hit the load button. That's right. This is so. This gets me. This is gonna get me every time. Hang in there. I'm learning it still. All right, there we go. So, now that it's loaded, we can go in departures 10. Nope, 10 right. Departures 10 right. Mini 5. What is our transition going to be? It's going to be the FEMUC transition. So we'll go ahead and select that. Go back to our route, or our legs, I should say. And let's look at the Mini 5 off of 10. We'll get radar. Ooh. Okay. So we'll climb on an initial heading of 103 to 540 feet. Then we'll proceed on course to river. So 540 feet on course river, then Kosug, then Bissell, then Mini. So that looks good. And then from Mini to FEMUC there. So there's FEMUC. Let's go ahead and execute that. And then for the arrivals, let's see, departure arrivals. There we go. Index San Francisco. Looks like the winds are heavily favoring the 2.8s down there. The Bodega arrival. Do they use 2.8 left for heavies only? Or do they do 2.8 right as well? I don't know. We'll call it 2.8 left because reasons. Yeah, we'll just call it 2.8 left. So we'll do the ILS to runway 2.8 left. Our transition is going to be, let me bring up our charts here. I guess I could, there's a click spot somewhere around here. Boom, there we go. Wow. I mean, PMDG did really do a good job when they did that. Alrighty. So we are, that's a Mini 5. I'm all back for the Bodega. And then I want charts. approach. That is very bright for some reason. The 28 left. Let's call it the Archie transition. Well, what do we got for the star? Where does the bodega leave us off at? Not really anywhere. The bodega leaves us right over the airport. Okay, that's a terrible arrival. Yeah, we'll plan on 28 left. We'll just descend in the bowl. We'll call it the Eddy transition for now. Actually, no, let's just go Faith. We'll do a straight in. Call it Faith, and we'll end up probably just going direct somewhere. Faith, Bodega, and we're doing the Malbec transition. There we go. We shall execute that. Legs page. We can now go through and review our route. So said mini, if we go to plan, we can now step through our plan here. So 540 feet, we'll proceed on course to river. Why are you so bright? There we go. So we'll proceed on course to river, then Kosug, then Bissell, then Mini, and then from Mini to Famouk. And then from Famouk, we will we will take the Q3, and that's going to take us to Found. So we'll step through to Found, and then direct to Malbec. And Malbec's the transition on the bodega for arrival. And we're showing, I don't know where to do the route comparison here. Route? I don't know what the distance, where's the distance at? Can you guys see distance? I don't know. But our total route distance is going to be 536 miles. Excellent. Let's go ahead and we can now get rid of you. Thank you. How do I get rid of you? Put you back over there. Thank you. Performance. All right. So I just use we will just use PMDG's performance calculator here. So if we go back to the home screen here, performance tool, Portland, yep, we'll select runway 10. Was it 10 right? Yeah, 10 right. Import from OFP. Oh, okay. There we go. Let's go ahead and do a, seriously. There we go. We'll do a slight bump there. The optimum. Anti-ice is always, oh no, I'm thinking that's bleed. Do they have an AC auto? Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and calculate that. What? Can't see what you say. Wind speed. Where's the wind speed? Oh, import weather. Alrighty, so we don't give headwinds a credit, so that's going to be 0 at 0. Excellent. 14, we'll bump that up to 16. And now we can calculate. Excellent. So, flaps 5, TO2. So now let's go back over here. Oop, nope, wrong one. Wrong button. Alrighty. So, let's see. Let's go over to, where's the menu? FS actions. That's our payload. Max wait, that's it. Okay. Zero fuel weight, 448.0. So we'll do 448.0. Is that what we were expecting? Yeah, that's pretty much what we were expecting. So there's our zero fuel weight. There's our fuel on board. That looks good. And our route reserves, I'll just leave that alone since I don't really know what to do with that. And we're going to be cruising along at an altitude of 37,000 feet. I'll go ahead and make that big. 370. Constant index is 74. Oh, do I need to make that big? Oh, nope. Nothing to do there. Oh, we can just hit accept. Alrighty. There we go. Oh. I didn't know that was a button right there. I could have just hit that, and it just brings in the zero fuel weight, does it? Okay, performance uplink. Accept. Okay. Cool. Alrighty, Crew CG 7.5%. Excellent. Let's go to thrust limit. We'll walk our way through the tables now. Gonna be TO2, climb 2, with a flex of, or thrust reduction rate at 45 degrees. There we go. That's gonna give us 87.8, pretty close, 0.3% off. So we'll take that. Go ahead and get a takeoff. It's gonna be flaps 5. With a takeoff CG of 29.1%. Do they have the CG on here anywhere? No, they don't have CG on here. Or on here, really. They just have the trim value. Alrighty. 29.1%, 4.75, 4.87, close enough for me. So, there we go. And our speeds are going to be 51, 54, 59. 51, 54, 59, so that looks good. And, yeah, there we go. I think that's it, right? And then there's a reference speed of 144. I guess that's if we were to come in and land. I don't know. Alrighty, that looks good. Do I need to do anything on the second page? I don't think so. Although, why is the acceleration height at 800 feet? Bump you up to 1,000 feet. I don't know if that's something different in the 777 versus like other fleets, but most of the fleets it's like standard, 1,000 feet. Thrust reduction, climb 2, flaps 1. Okay, cool. I don't think there's anything else I need to do on that page. Do you think there's anything I need to do on that page, chat? Nope. All right. I think I hit all the pages then, so we can go back. We reviewed our route already, legs. We'll put legs up over there. I will put our performance over here, if I can ever find it. Oh, there we go. Excellent, and I will put you back on the base there. Excellent. So, the route is reviewed. The FMS is set up. Go ahead and go back to our map mode. And let's go ahead and get the overhead, get everything on the overhead set up, ready to go. So let's go ahead and we don't need the external power. We will go pumps on. I don't think there's anything in the center pumps, and that's why we're not getting any faults. And we'll do the reverse C method to get all our hydraulic pumps on. Our beacon light can come on, and our signs can go on as well. Excellent. That all looks good. Let's go ahead and come down here and perform our pre-flight checklist. Oxygen. Let's go ahead and test that real quick. That is checked, set to 100%. Flight instruments, heading, and altimeter. Let's see. The heading here should be 103. Is that 103? 103. So we'll go ahead and set 103. And our V2 is 159. There we go. No one's online. We'll put our cruising altitude of, there we go. Our cruising altitude of 37,000 feet in there. Excellent. So, flight instruments heading and altimeter is 2978. That is checked. Let's go ahead and see what the backup checklist here is. The pre-flight checklist is complete already. Park brake. Oh, there we go. Excellent. That's it. Now the checklist is complete. So then I think you click on... Okay, there we go. So now we're getting into the before start checklist. We have all our paperwork on board. I don't know why this does that like that, but let's go ahead and close up the flight deck door. Excellent. So flight deck door closed, passenger signs on, MCP. We have our speeds at 151, 154, 159, our heading of 103, and our altitude 37,000 feet. That's checked. CDU pre-flight is completed. The trim, oh, we can move the trim now. I think it was going to be 4.75 units. So, I'm going to move it up a little bit. That looks like 4.5. Alrighty, so 4.75 units. 0 and 0. Excellent. Taxi and takeoff briefing. We'll call that completed. And that checklist is complete. And we can back that up with our taken checklist here. Before start checklist, park brake is set. O2 panels checked. MCP checked. Terrain display. How do we turn? Oh, terrain display is up here, right? So terrain display, we definitely do have terrain in the area. Boom, we can turn that on. Excellent. Displays and bugs are checked. ICAS is checked. Fuel quantity and distribution. We got 63.3, and if we bring up the fuel page here, it looks like it is evenly distributed. The APU is obviously taking fuel. That's why those pumps are running. Alrighty, so that looks good there. Auto brake RTO, CDU checked, transponder set, aileron and rudder trim 00. The flight attendants are briefed, departure briefing briefed, seatbelt selectors on, APU is on, and our logbook is on board, reviewed, we're aircraft 5121. Or 2151, sorry. That's what it is. Alright, we are to the line. Let's go ahead and go below the line. Hydraulic pumps are auto on, fuel pumps on, beacon on, doors. Let's go ahead and close all of those up. So let's do close all, go outside and see the magic happen there. Is the bulk door going to close? I will hit you one more time. The bulk cargo door didn't close. Close all. Alrighty. Well, in that case, I'll just bring this up. Let's go ahead and go to the main thing, ground operations, door management, close all doors. Everything else is closed. Except this one. Close. How about this? Okay. Wait, what? Door management? Okay, let's release all vehicles. I wonder if that will do it there. Ah, that did it. Okay, cool. So release all vehicles did it, and we do all doors are closed. We will arm all doors. Excellent. All doors are armed. Excellent. Put you back over here. Thank you. Doors are closed. Cabin ready. Report. Actually, using the tablet is kind of cheating. Let's get to the door page, and we can see. I don't know what it looks like when the door's open, but there it is. We'll put you the checklist back up. Cabin ready report is received. The flight deck door is closed. Ready. The before start checklist is complete. The next checklist here is the before taxi checklist, also known as the after start checklist in most airlines. Alrighty. So let's go ahead and release the jet bridge, shall we? Jet bridge, bye-bye. Pushback truck, hello. Let's go ahead and get this puppy pushed back and on its way. Go back inside and release the chocks here as well. So, ground services. Ground connections, remove chocks. There we go. Excellent. That's hooking on up right now. It sounds so quiet. Let me bring this up. The PMDG is so quiet compared to the Phoenix. Alrighty, so I'll move that up to about there. That should be good. Should sound a little bit better for you guys. It's very quiet, and even in my headset it's super quiet. So it's just a quiet airplane, I guess. Alrighty, so I gotta remember, Boeing's, you just tap the brakes to get things going, right? So tap the brakes, that should release them. Sweet. Alrighty, let's go backwards, shall we? We'll push back right onto the center line there. Well, this is a lot of airplane for this alley, but that is quite all right. Ed E, I really like this plane. Going to fly this weekend. Eddie, welcome to the stream. How are you doing, buddy? This morning, this beautiful morning. Well, it's not the most beautiful morning out here in Portland, but it is what it is. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Really appreciate it. Are you flying it real world, or you just taking the PMDG out for a spin this weekend? I do not know. My connection is showing really, really bad. Hopefully, is the stream stuttering for you guys? I really hope not. It's I'm showing like a really bad connection. It's like not the best. I think I might have to reset the Wi-Fi here in sometime later today, because I think the wife was complaining about that. I'm getting a lot of dropped frames. OBS is saying I'm dropping a lot of frames. Sim, pretty good in the sim. Alright, excellent, cool. Alright, well, enjoy that then. Enjoy that. Excellent. Yeah, this is a beautiful airplane. PMDG and the 777, obviously, Boeing is going to be foreign to me. Foreign to me, I should say. So, just getting used to how things are done there. We'll go ahead and set the brakes. We can stop the pushback there, and we have auto start, right? So let's go ahead and start engine 1 or engine 1, 2, 1, 2. It doesn't matter. We'll start both of them up anyway. So we go ahead and turn the auto start on, turn the fuel selector to on, and listen to those beautiful startup sounds. forgot I started engine 1. I could have moved this over to the other side. That's okay. I'll be right here for engine 2 then. How about that? Alright. Let's go back inside. Let's get engine 2 going. Let's see. I guess that's a good start. Let's get engine 2. Was that toolbar pushback? Yes. So I don't have GSX. I never wanted to spend the money for it. So yeah, this is the Ambitious Pilot's pushback toolbar. It says update available. I don't even know if they updated anymore because now it's pretty much. I think they ended up going a paid route for literally the same thing. So I'm like, nah, I will keep this installed. Like, it doesn't work as well on a lot of airplanes. Like, I used to use the pre-plan pushback tool. That doesn't work anymore. It just spins your aircraft around and around and around. Alright, 2 good, solid engine starts. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Alright, let's go back inside here. So we have some after start things that we need to do. Let's go ahead. I said we are flaps 5, so I'll go ahead and get our flaps going down to flaps 1, flaps 5. I have learned that the flaps take a really, really long time to come down in this. So we will see if there's anything to recall. There is nothing to recall. APU we do not need. We can go ahead and shut the U off, and everything else overhead looks good. The pack should be coming online. Why are the packs off? They should be on. It is what it is. Yeah. Why are the packs off? Go ahead and cycle them. There we go. I don't know what that's all about. Alrighty. Taxi light. Definitely can turn that on. And why not? Let's turn the logo light on. That sounds good. And is there like a storm light on? It seems like there might be a storm light on somewhere. Nope. Nope, that's definitely a storm light. Then here's our dome light, so don't really need that on either. Alright, cool. Lights are set how I want them. Alrighty, let's double check our checklist here. Anti-ice, that's an auto there, right? Yeah, anti-ice is all in auto. That looks good. The recall has been checked. Auto brake RTO. Flight controls. Let's go ahead and bring up our flight control page. Up, down, left, right, rudder checks, left, right. Excellent. So we'll go back on the checklist there. Flight controls are checked. Ground equipment is clear. That checklist is complete. And the before takeoff we got flaps 5. That is complete. Alrighty, so the after takeoff checklist is... Ooh, what happened here? Alright. Okay. Sorry about that. I have no clue what that was. I literally looked over and saw the little caption screen of for me to you know, that little picture that that shows, like, you know, the stream, where we're going, what we're doing. It was like that intro screen there. I was like, no. So I don't know what happened there. OBS was showing that it looks like cabin ready. OBS keeps showing dropped frames. We'll see. Hopefully it starts righting itself. I have no clue what happened there. So the stream dropped for a minute. We're back. I think. Let me know if we're back. Motion Man, yo, welcome, Motion Man. We're in the 777 this time, and I am trying to figure it out, and it's taking me just as long as it did the first time to actually get everything go up and going again. Maybe a little bit quicker than it was last time, but certainly not a major improvement on that, which is actually kind of normal. And simulator training, when you're going through simulator training for a new type, you just aren't familiar with all your flows and what to do and when to do it. So each your initial sim sessions kind of take a while for you to figure things out, and then things get a little bit faster each time. So after start, flap lever set 5 degrees, or flaps 5, APU as required, engine anti-ice as required, recall is checked, flight controls checked. Alrighty, after takeoff, the after start checklist is complete. Before takeoff checklist, takeoff data and bugs checked. Flaps set 5, stabilizer trim set 4.75 units. Alright, before takeoff checklist is to the line. Alrighty, back here. Let's get going. We are clear on the left. We are clear on the right. Let's go ahead and go. Alright, that glare off that airplane is insane right now. Alrighty. So we'll taxi to runway 10. We'll just take Mike and Bravo. We'll make it a super easy taxi on ourselves. So, excellent. Hopefully, the stream is back up and going. I think it dropped there for a second. Sorry about that, guys. Is this Mike? Yeah, I think this is Mike right in front of me. I think, yeah. This should be Mike right in front of me. Slight left-hand turn. A Motion Man says, let's go. Thank you. Okay, so the stream is back up and going. Alright, so that's good. Welcome to the stream. We'll go ahead and cross, what is this, runway 3 here on Mike. Again, not a 777 guy, not a Boeing guy, and figuring this out, literally, I'm doing this live on air. No practicing beforehand, no like learning any checklists and flows and how to do anything. I'm just doing this live on air. You learn as I learn. How about that? We are clear on the left, we're clear on the right, we are clear to cross. Let's go ahead and cross this. Taxiway here, this runway here. Excellent. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. All of our checklists are all done. We got the cabin ready report, so that is good. Auto brakes are on RTO. I did learn, so learning experience on the 777. Apparently, you don't arm the spoilers for a reject. That's not a thing you do. So I learned that the hard way. Oh, the other thing I gotta do. Oh, this is another Boeing thing. All right, Alright, so. Got LNAV, VNAV, that's all armed up, so we got Toga on the FMA column 2 and 3 with LNAV, VNAV armed. Excellent. So we are ready for departure out of Portland. Look at that beautiful wing just flopping around. I love that. I love watching that 777 wing move around. Hopefully the sim volumes are good for you guys. I did turn it up quite a bit because it seems like the PMDG is kind of like a quieter airplane. I mean, I guess it makes sense um, since you are so far ahead of the engines and they are massively quiet engines. But it is what it is. We're going to go ahead and yeet right on out of Portland here. Portland traffic. United 3318 departing runway 10 right on the Mini 5 departure, Portland traffic. Alrighty. So that call has been made. Let me make sure. 123775. Yeah, okay. That all checks out there. I don't think there's any ATC online. Let me just double, quadruple check real quick. Nope. There'll be no ATC online for our flight. That's perfectly fine. I'm okay with that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. The sim volume's up. The airplane's ready. The crew in the back is ready. Let's go ahead and take off on out of here. I'm making sure the flight deck stays on the outside of that line. That's the proper oversteer right there. So you always want to make sure, I mean, there's plenty of room on that turn. If you do a tight turn, you almost want to be sitting over the end of where it is that you're going. So like if you had to make a super tight turn, you want to move the flight deck almost right over this line and then crank that nose wheel tiller around. Now this runway is pretty wide, so I didn't have to go all the way to the end and then crank it to do that heavy turn, but there you go. That's pretty much what you want, and I still understeered it, so you really want to be sitting over that line when you crank that nose wheel around. Alrighty, so a little forward pressure on the yoke, bring her up to about 50%. There we go. Engines are spooled. Toga.
knots.
Checked.
V1. Rotate. Positive rate of climb.
Gear up. Alrighty, let's go ahead and get autopilot on. There we go. Excellent. Flaps up. Or flaps 1, sorry. Yeah, flaps up. Let's go flaps up. There's climb thrust. It's so crazy how long the flaps take to move up. Alrighty, let's see if we can see a little bit of Portland. Oh, look how big that wing is. I absolutely love it. can get a really good view when it starts the right-hand turn. Here comes the right-hand turn over Kosug. Absolutely beautiful. Motion Man says W. Yes, sir. That's a big win right there. Alright, let's go ahead and get the lights off. Oh, I could click on that. Yeah, that's right. They did make that a bar. Sweet. And then there we go. Let the flight attendants know we are out of sterile. Absolutely beautiful. Let's see if we can get a good shot. Oh, look at it in the turn chat. Absolutely beautiful. I'll turn the volume down just a hair. There we go. That seems like it's going to be a little bit more appropriate. Let's go back inside. Yeah, that sounds like a good volume right there. Let's go ahead and switch to Unicom since we are out of here. Move that range on up. Excellent. I like how by default they have the yoke, but they put the yoke on the floor. Like you can have it up, you can have it down, but by default it's down, so it's just out of your way. Are they? Do they make? Yeah, they're linked, but that's okay. That's cool that they did that by default. So after takeoff, landing gear up, flaps are up. After takeoff, checklist is complete. So next one is descent checklist. We can go ahead and blank out that lower ICAS display. Let's see. There's one more thing I was gonna do. I forgot what it was. That is quite alright. Before we blast through 18. Oh no! I didn't mean to do that. I unloaded the flight from Navigaf Charts. Alright. Let's see what the weather in San Francisco is currently. No VATSIM online, just pilot edge. Alrighty, as of 8 minutes ago, they're using 28 left, 28 right for arrival, and 1 left and 1 right for departures. 29090. The one's 260 at 260 at 20 knots. Chat. Wow, what an insane headwind that is going to be. Alrighty. So let's go ahead and do 29090. We'll start down here. 29090. Transition standard. 29er. Reset. Don't need you. There you are. Wait, did this just go standard on its own? No way. I didn't. Oh, does it all sync? Oh, when I hit one in standard, it put all of them in standard. Okay. Okay. Well, it is what it is. Excellent. So it synced it all up. Alrighty. So there it is. The other cool thing that I noticed about the 777, I guess it has a wait on wheel switch. So as soon as you take off, it starts your elapsed timer there. And since there's no clock anywhere else on the flight deck, you got your clock down here. That's kind of cool. So you can see what the current time, how long you've been airborne. 7 minutes. We're already through 21,000 feet. Absolutely insane performance out of this thing. As we head on up. Let's see. Yeah, we can go ahead and turn fast seatbelt sign off, and the wing light can come off. Oh yeah, logo light can come off too. There we go. All the lights are off. And we can get some in-flight beats going, shall we? There we go, climbing on up and out of here. I really gotta fly this more often. We'll see. I think this evening, I'm gonna break the 777 back out again, just for fun, just for me, fun, flying off stream. I might actually try to hop on to, Cam Jack Flight Sim. If you don't know him, I highly recommend you go over to his page, give him a like, give him a sub, and show a little bit of love to him. I think I might join him tonight, trying to figure out the 777 along with him wherever he is going. And that is assuming I have the time. I got a few chores around the house I gotta do, so hopefully after this stream I can get all my chores done, and then this evening I'll be free to hop back on the flight simulator and kind of try to figure out how to tame this beast. I haven't really done a long haul with her yet. Beautiful and glorious as she is, I have not done a long haul with her yet. And the only reason is, well, I should try it out, just to try out the auto, not the auto FPS. I don't use that. The what is it? The sim rate increase, whatever it is, where it increases the sim rate for you. So you can do a 17-hour flight in just like a few hours. So that's a pretty cool feature to have, especially for streamers like me, where it's not like the largest audience. Like, you know, I don't have, you know, 50, 60,000, 70,000 subscribers, where at any given time you're going to have 100 to 200 people on the chat for a 17-hour flight. It just won't work. But just personally, it's nice to do a long haul flight. So we shall see. It used to be a lot more enjoyable about a decade ago. Not even a decade ago. I would even say about 7 years ago. Before life happened, and before family happened, it was a lot easier to do these long hauls. Not because I was younger, but because I could wake up in the middle of the night whenever I needed to do it. Um, and there was nothing stopping me. Now you got a family, so you got to kind of work around that schedule if you want to do like a real time long haul flight. So, and I don't even think I've ever done an actual long haul on a 777. Probably the last long haul I've done would have been in the FSX days. It would have been FSX days in the 767, if I'm remembering correctly, because there was a 757 and a 767 that I absolutely loved. I can't wait until Bluebird comes out with their 757 and 767. I am going to be all on top of that. But I think that is the last time I actually used to get up and do long haul, real time, across the pond flying. And now that I've obviously become an airline captain here, even though we don't cross the Atlantic at all, we do have our international procedures that are pretty much the same whether you're crossing an ocean, whether you're crossing the Atlantic or going down to the Caribbean. They're the exact same procedure. So minus a few variations here and there, probably, but you know, now that I actually know how to use HF, cell call, sat phone, you know, stuff like that, that just makes the long haul flying experience that much more realistic. Now, CPDLC on here, I do not know how to use, so I never use CPDLC on here. So, like, if I were to do long haul flying, there'd be no CPDLC. I'd have to like get my code from Hoppy and all that fun stuff. Speaking of CPDLC, there's menu. No. Is it an FS actions? I don't want auto cruise. Alrighty, let's go ahead and reset you. And then we'll just go over, back. Alrighty. Nope, menu. Because isn't there's a way somewhere. Aircraft? No. Return to setup. Options. Simulation. Performance. Simulation? No. Performance? I don't know how to get to the ACARS menu from here. Is it FMC communications? Nope. You would think. Maybe it is, but it doesn't get it on this one. Menu, fix, and then frog. Okay, maybe it is, but this one only gets one menu. Ooh. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and check that out, shall we? Let's see. FMC com. Data link says ready. Descent uplink descent one. What is going on? We actually have ATC online now. Okay, apparently Seattle Center came online. 13545. There we go. We'll go ahead and put them in. Comment back in. 135. That's what I came up to do initially. 13545. Oh yeah, there we go. Wheat Dill. Someone who just popped online out of nowhere. Seattle Center. Thank you very much. Online 3 minutes. Sweet Dill. Sweet Dill. Hello, Seattle Center. United 3318. Flight level 366. Leveling off. Flight level 370. How you doing? Did I get the frequency right? 135. 13545. Yep. That's what it is. It is what it is. Great.
Fuel Center, City kind of having some audio issues on my end.
No problem for United 3318. How do you hear me? We are flight level 370, just over Eugene.
United 3318, Fuel Center, radar contact, which shows a protocol of 370.
Checks, thank you. How you doing?
Good, are you?
Doing well, thanks. Alright. There we go. We have established communication. Where's the top of drop? I think that's that green line. It's just under 200 miles in front of us, so we have a little bit of time here in cruise. Our waypoints are nice and far apart. I'm cruising along at Mach 0.83, and it is just so smooth outside. Absolutely smooth. We have a little bit of ATC online, at least for a few more minutes. Once we get closer to California, and we'll be out of their range, but that is a-okay. With a 20 knot headwind in San Francisco, I'm like debating, like, do we go flaps, what is it in, 30 on this airplane? Like, yeah, flaps 30 or flaps 25? We might just go flaps 30, and get that nice low ground speed. How amazing would that be? Absolute beauty. See. Yeah. Do I want the sun in it? Oh, look at there. Yeah, a little bit of the... why not? Oh, that's awesome. What a lovely, I just love this United livery. I do not know why everyone's in love with the old United Airlines battleship gray. But I don't know. I disagree, man. This livery, like, it just seems simple because, it's just blue on blue. That's literally all it is, blue on blue. But it's clean. I just like how clean it is. And maybe that's what they were going, like, for. Like a modern, clean look. Alright, let's see. Can I... I want to get like a view going down the wing. Can I do it? Alright. This drone like slowly... do one of these. Or do I do it on the other side, like that? Look at that, chat. Yeah, let's do that. Great money. So I gotta figure out, chat, if you guys are PMDG guys, alright, guys and gals, if you all know how the PMDG 777 database updates, let me know. I thought it was via the tablet. I'm pretty sure I saw somewhere like you can update it from inside the airplane and via the tablet, but I could not find that option. Let me move this drone back out so it's not in like a really weird spot when we land. There we go. Yeah, I cannot find. I know, like, it's supposed to be, like, you should be able to update it in the tablet. Replace tires. No, replace brakes. Don't need to do that. Cool brakes. Not worried about that. What are these? What are these circles right here? Service SCU motor and IDG drives. I don't know what that is. Refill hydraulic. Refill. Oh, those are the fire bottles. Oh, they don't keep the fire bottles. Okay. Is that cargo fire bottles? Because usually the engine fire bottles are kept right by the engine, so each one has their own bottles. I don't know what these are. Are these the cargo smoke fire? The cargo fire bottles? I have no clue. That's a lot of fire suppression for a cargo hold, but that also makes sense if you're going to be over water for a while. You don't want a fire to get out of control, because each engine usually has two. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4. Nah, this has to be cargo suppression. I would think that would have to be cargo suppression. So you got forward and aft. Yeah, that's definitely okay. So this is definitely cargo suppression. So you got forward, you got aft, and you have enough bottles. My assumption is that one of these bottles is a fast discharger. So you blow one bottle, it'll blow that squib and discharge all the halon in that bottle ASAP, and then you have like maybe 1 or 2 other bottles. So this might be the primary. And then you have these that slowly lets halon through. So there's a restrictor valve in there that meters the flow of halon, so that you can get your 330 minutes or whatever the ETOPS rating is for this airplane. It's like something ridiculous, away from an airport without having to land, because you have 340 minutes or whatever it is, 330 minutes of fire suppression capability. I wonder if that's what this is. Cargo bottles, not engine fire bottles. I have no clue. Automated ground ops. I hate you. I don't know how to make you work. Door management. I figured that out pretty much. Let's see. Okay, so nope, I don't need that. We got auto cruise. Please don't step climb on me. Yeah. How do I turn that off? I have no clue. There's no step climbs being calculated, so I'm not too worried about it right now. Why is it showing a ground speed of 9 knots? 36,172 is the heading. That's correct. A roundabout correct. 36,000 feet, that's correct. It's showing 9 knots and 11 minutes to our destination. Okay, clearly Fly Life is freaking out. Let's go back here. Portland, San Francisco. Okay. I don't know what it's thinking. Something must have happened with the PMDG. I have no clue when, but something clearly happened where Fly Live is just not. It is freaking out right now. So, it is what it is. Go back to the dashboard. Oh, nope. I didn't mean for you to check for updates. So back to trying to search for if I get any PMDG people who are like tech ops or something like that. Who knows? I don't need the special landing. En route landing, import from flight plan, I guess. Oh, 28 left. Yeah, 28 left. Alright. Import aircraft details. So there's our heaviest weight right there. Flaps, yeah, we'll go 30 for now. AC on and ice off. Reverser credit, no credit. Auto brakes, we'll go something crazy light, like auto brakes 1. Non-normal, and okay, we'll import our weather there. We never get credit for a headwind unless you really need it. Then if performance dictates otherwise, then yeah. Alrighty, so let's see. T-ref of 145. We need 8,997 feet. Landing distance available 11,072 feet. Excellent. So in that case, we can roll it down to like Quebec or Romeo, and then we'll taxi right onto the ramp. That'll be super easy. So, and when I say that, I mean, well, I got the charts up here. So let me go ahead and go back to our charts here in the EFB. Charts, pinned airports. There we go. So, how do I get rid of you? I want you to disappear so you can be bigger. Ah, like that. No, what happened? I want the pinned chart. Okay, there we go. Put you back in day mode. So yeah, it's 11,000 feet long, so we can plan like a Quebec turn off, and then we're like right in the ramp. We'll park like somewhere right here. No biggie. We'll park right there. Super quick taxi in. And nav data. Oh, I gotta hit the disk. Nav data update. Is it gonna mess me up if I'm doing it mid-flight? It's just gonna drop my whole flight plan. So you can do it from right inside the airplane. That's awesome. Other developers, you need to take note. So we're direct to Finer. If everything goes south, we'll do a heading of 164. And we'll re-put that in. We'll reinsert our route here. Pretty much, we'll just go direct to. What are we doing right now? Bound. So we go direct to Bound. We go direct Found, and then maul back for the arrival. So I think it's purposely inhibiting the update from happening since we are actually in flight, which may actually be smart on them. Dude, that's one of the most amazing PMDG things. Oh, let's take a laugh break, shall we? Yeah, let's take a laugh break. Stretch your legs a little bit, shall we?
Delta 166, reset transponder square 4711.
Alright, I'll be back. I should really tell ATC that I'll be back, but there we go. So this is a little bit misleading that they have like this on here, because I thought this was like a touchscreen display that you could change all the lights with.
Delta 166.
So I'm over here like clicking. Nothing's happening. Oh man.
Qatar 719 runway 16 left, clear to land, wind 230.
Let's see what the United cabin looks like. Alright. I think that's so cool, right here. Like, let's just, no, 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 no. We want the window seat. Come on, man. You got that. Download the updated United app. Seamlessly manage your travel. Welcome aboard. That would be super dope if you could pop this TV screen out. Watch a little bit of in-flight entertainment, real time. Might have to save a view, like just like this. Take up the whole back. Boop. Nah, a little bit down. There we go. That would be the view that I'd have to save and bring up. Something like that. If I wanted to have any in-flight entertainment options. Alrighty, radar service terminated. Frequency changed approved for United 3318. You have a great day. Thanks for the ATC. Alright, so there we go. We are no longer going to be in radar contact with him. Alrighty, I like how, like, in flight, so once you take off, like, the curtains all close up too. That's something I noticed as well. You get the little mid galley here. Kind of cool. You get some stuff, some ovens, some things. Lavatory that there is nothing in. Nothing, just empty. Premium economy. Kind of dark. I'm not gonna lie. The black seats are very black, and even more black seats back here. I don't think United has black seats though. Don't they have like blue seats with like the bluer trim? Oh, so I guess like the only thing you can really change in the cabin is like the screens, because I don't think they have blue or black. I think they have blue, and then coach that just keeps going on for miles and miles. Motion Man, how's it going? We are cruising along. Fly Live is not capturing things correctly, so we are not 2 minutes from landing, and we are not doing 9 knots over the ground. I can tell you that much. We have about 100 or so miles to our top of descent, which should be fine. Probably head up here in a little bit and check our route for our arrival into San Francisco. And I think we'll land on 28 left. It's got, right now, it's showing like a massive headwind. Like 20 knot headwind pretty much. Absolutely insane. Look at the handle for this door. That's massive. That's a massive handle. I wonder when the doors are disarmed if it, like, that handle moves to the green. I wonder. That would be something different. Alright, back up here. The life of luxury up here. Are the lights on right now? I don't know if the lights are on or not. I'll have to, we'll go back up front. Alright, we'll come back.
Charlie at Seattle and expect the Alice 16 left from Griffey. Correction, Griffey. We have Charlie.
Excellent. Let's see. Cabin lights. I don't want interphone. PMDG actions. No. Flight sim. Cabin lights. Auto. Manual. And full. And full. Let's see what that looks like in the back. Lights actually turn on. Oh wow. Looks more or less the same. You can kind of see the filament right there. I don't know. I can't really tell a difference. It is daytime, but I really can't tell a difference. Yeah. We'll just go back to auto. That is what it is. Oop. There we go. Return. That could be a little bit brighter. Sun is like beaming right down on it. Excellent. Just about 140 miles to our top of descent. Let's go ahead and verify our arrival into San Francisco. We'll go 10 nautical miles, plan mode. Let's bring our charts up. There, that is it still doing it? Yeah, it's still doing it. Okay. I think it won't update when we're actually on in flight doing stuff, which is kind of a smart thing. Someone clearly thought about that. Someone clearly thought about that when they made this. Star the bodega. Let's go ahead and pop you up right here. Zoom in a little bit. In fact, you know what? I want. How do I get rid of you? Forgot how to get rid of that. Like that? Yeah, like that. Alrighty, so on the bodega arrival here, we're gonna go ahead and step through it. We got Malbec at or above flight level 2900. That checks. And 280 knots. You got Johnny. Why is that not showing the constraint? Do I have to put constraints in there? Data? Yeah, I do. So, at or below flight level 280, at or above 240. Okay, yep, that checks. Yep. Oh yeah, can put you on. And then we have Bigelow. That's going to be between 19 and 23, 280 knots. That's like 280 the entire way down into Cork there. Then we'll step through to Lose It. That's going to be between 14 and 16, 280 knots. Then Bodega at or below 13,000 feet. And then Cork at 11,250 knots. And then Bricks is going to be at 11,000 feet. And then from there, we're going to descend and round ourselves back out on the ILS here. So let's go ahead and bring you back up. Approach ILS. Boom. Full screen. Thank you. So we have Faith, Divek, and Ponky. So Faith, Divek, Ponky, Wedor. What is this? Rock Me. Then He-Man. That above 3100. Duyet is that above 1800, and then we got the runway down there. So all looks good on the miss approach. Sweet. So back to the top of the Lex page. And I will leave data on. Yep, that'll be fine. I can put the iPad back down there. And let's go ahead and I don't know why it's so. How do I adjust the brightness on the iPad? Because the brightness is absolutely insane right now. There's not like a settings here, or is it up here? Oh, we'll turn you off. Pause on top of the descent off. Auto time compression off. Yeah, we'll leave all that off. Okay, cool. Yeah, alrighty. But what about display brightness? Nope, don't get that. Just, if you're either on day or night, there's no brightness to it. That's whatever. Let's go ahead and bring up the star once more. The bodega. Excellent. Get rid of you. Excellent. Got that all set up and ready to go. The arrival has been reviewed. We said we'd do a auto break of 1. There we go. And because this is a Boeing, what I could do is just set the bottom. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. So we'll set the bottom. The bottom of the arrival is at 11,000 over bricks. So let's go ahead and select 11,000 at this time. Excellent. So that is all set. It will automatically begin its descent once we cross over our top of descent line there. Absolutely stunning. The mountains of California. You just gotta love California, how it has all the mountains, the coastline, the mountains, absolutely beautiful. Can't really see any coastline yet, but as we head further south, you'll definitely be able to see it. Look at that. Dude, if I had never been out to California before, this would certainly be a very convincing scene to me. I just love how automated things are on this. That's the one nice thing about Boeing. Like, set your bottom altitude in, let the airplane cross the top of descent, and it just goes. It just does it. It does its thing. Day is is my last day off before going back on call tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock. So, hopefully, fingers crossed, don't get called out to work. That way I can be home and hopefully maybe have an impromptu stream. I'm not too sure. We shall see. And every time I think of work, I remind myself I still have that report to file, so I need to get on top of filing that right after this stream, and then probably off to the store, because today is Wing Wednesday here in the Grey Eagle household. So gotta go to the store, get some wings to grill up. I like putting them on the grill. Air frying, not too bad. One of my buddies has a really good recipe where he puts them in the air fryer for a little bit, crisp up the skin, and then toss it on the grill. Oh, look at that view. Looking east over the mountains. I like how they get the little shake of the engine in there too. I think it might be like overly exaggerated. With like how much it moves, I don't think it's just constantly moving like that all the time. But you know, the fact that it's in there is just attention to detail. I was recently watching Mentor Pilot about the 777X and the issues they're having there with the wing brace there for the engine. You know, it's like Boeing can't catch a break. It's like, you know, they randomly inspected and found this crack, and then they said, well, if this one's cracked, well, how many of them are cracked? And went and found more cracks, and so they just grounded the whole 777X fleet. So it seems like the 777X is going to take quite some time before it actually comes online. I think they're in like the final stages, the final inning, quarter, whatever you want to call it, of certification, which is actually getting up and, you know, running all the tests that the FAA wants them to run in order for them to certify the airplane. So that's the toughest part of the whole thing there. Going up, flying these airplanes 6, 7, 8 hours, running through all these tests and checklists and finding things out, and different airplanes having different roles. I'm sure one or two of them will have an ETOPS role. A few of them will be configured with various styles of cabins, so airlines can come check out what the products they can install on the airplane. And it seems like we've reached our top of descent. I've heard the engines spool down just a little bit there. So we have reached our top of descent. Let me see what let me see what the CTAF is for. Auto ATC? What? Oakland Center advises to send via the Bodega for arrival. The San Francisco altimeter 29990. No separation services provided. Oh, there's no way. Okay. Okay, so when I left his radar coverage, auto ATC kicked back on. Welcome. If ATC is offline, you may receive automated guidance to assist online controllers. After receiving instructions, resume on navigation as auto ATC does not offer separation services and is not available everywhere. Alrighty. So that's crazy. Auto ATC sent a descend via to me. When did they send this? Like, yeah, I can't see what time it is. Okay. A few minutes ago. Like 7 minutes ago they sent this. Alright, that's crazy. Alrighty. Cool, we'll leave auto ATC up. Just cause. Uh And let's switch. Let's see what the CTF is. That's CTF for KSFO. It's going to be 2050. Excellent. So we will go up front and select 2050. And our radio stack here. Why are we high? I have no clue. Let me bring my range into something more reasonable. Zoop. Says at or above flight level 290, which is fine, but we're high on profile by like 1,400 feet. So get the speed brakes out. It slowed us up to 280 knots. That's good. And what did I say? 2050 was the... What? Speed brake extended. I know it's extended. What do we got going on here? 2050, yes. Alrighty, so 2050, I'm okay with that. Let's go 12050. Excellent. We'll go ahead and put that on. We are still a little high on profile, but we're coming on down. Look at there. Speed brakes, just a little bit of speed brake, not a lot, just a little bit of speed brakes are out. That's fine. You can see the coastline starting to come in sight. Beautiful. Beautiful, chat. We must be within 500 feet of our descent profile there because it looks like the number has disappeared down here. Yep. Coming on in. Excellent. The one thing I dislike about Boeing is you're constantly having to select your heading. Alrighty. We're back on VNAV path, thrust idle, speed brakes. There we go, R stowed. Excellent. Hello, San Francisco traffic United 3318 heavy. It's flight level 250 over Johnny on the Bodega 4. We'll be setting up for the ILS to runway 28 left for San Francisco traffic. Alrighty. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Oh, yeah, that's right. You do get a descent bar here, so we can actually see 50 feet low on profile, and it's 50 feet high on profile. Pretty much holding it right on profile. Excellent. That looks good. Alrighty, we're starting to get there. Let's pull this checklist out so that we can start getting things ready here to go for our descent checklist once we cross flight level 180. We're on profile a little fast. Thought this speed brakes out to slow a little bit. What? No one did nothing to you. Drag required, yep, I know. A little high. Just a tad bit high. And it's coming back in. Excellent. Alright. That should be good there. Alrighty. Excellent. So let's go transition 29990. Set once, set twice, set thrice. Everything's kind of synced. That makes life a little bit easier for me. Drag required again. Alrighty. Won't use too much. Just dump it out just a hair. Get it back on speed. Alrighty, so let's go up, get everything on the overhead set up. Let's go ahead, turn you back on. You guys can come back on, and all of that looks good there. For this, we can hit the recall. There's nothing to recall. Let's go over to our approach reference. We're gonna do 30. So we'll go ahead and put that on in there. So that looks good. Our landing data has been calculated, so that is good. Again, more drag required. That's just having a hard time maintaining that 280 knots. Let's go ahead and do a descent checklist. Landing lights on. We'll just turn everything on. How about that? I like doing that. And the strobes were always on, so there we go. Landing lights on, seatbelt selector on, recall notes checked, landing data has been entered, auto brake is auto brake 1, arrival briefing completed, terrain display is selected, and altimeters is set, 29990 cross checked. Descent checklist, let's go down here. So we got recall is checked, notes are checked, so recall notes were kind of like 1 there. Auto brake is set to 1, landing data VRAF 141, minimums. Oh, I didn't throw in some minimums there. Let's see, what are the minimums going to be? Approach, minima, 213. I'm gonna say 213. There we go, 213. That is set in the barrow. Thank you very much, iPad. You're so useful. Put the star back up there. Excellent. And the approach briefing is completed. There we go. The send checklist is complete. Altimeters 29990. Alrighty. Alright, I'm going to bring this in a little bit more there. We're approaching 10,000 feet. I'm going to go ahead and we will let the flight attendants know we are now entering our sterile time. We should level off here at 10,000 feet and then begin slowing up to... Isn't there a speed restriction over 4? Nope, yeah, 250 knots. So we should be slowing at 250 knots sometime soon. Let's go ahead and get rid of our in-flight entertainment. Thank you very much for your service. I really do appreciate it. There we go. Haven't heard anyone else on the radio. So we're 12-4-11. That is set. And once we do cross Bricks, so Bricks is at 11, and then it's kind of a heading down the valley there. So we'll go down the valley, try to descend down to I don't know, 4,000 or 5,000 feet in the valley, then make a left pattern back around at 28 left. That's pretty much what I'm going to do. But yeah, we'll fly down the valley, U-turn it back around, pretty close to San Jose. We'll U-turn it just back around, and then intercept the ILS to runway 28 left approach. Let's see, landing. The flaps 30. Do I gotta put anything in the radio? HF, VHF, VHF. These are all VHF radios. Is there an ILS radio somewhere? Oh, it says San Francisco 28 left. It doesn't show if the frequency's in there though. Is that going to be on the RadNav? RadNav, yeah, VR, ILS is 109.55 and 284 is the approach course. Yep, it's in there. Sweet. Alrighty, don't have to worry about that. Bring you back up. And bring you back up. Let's see, I'll bring you back down to 10 nautical miles. Alrighty. I always forget how to select my own speed on this. That just changes from IS to Mach. Heading track, vertical speed, flight path angle. How do you... Ah! I can click. Ah! There we go. Alrighty. There's that. There is that. Let's go ahead and begin our descent. Let's call it 6,000, flight level change. Boom. So we'll fly this track out a little bit down the valley, but only a little bit. And then I'll probably U-turn it back around to Wetter or Rock Me. One of the two. Is what I'll probably end up doing. Got that ridge right there. I'll probably here in just a few miles begin paralleling that ridge. We are through 10,000. All my lights are on. And it thinks we're below our vertical profile. Yeah, below our vertical profile, which is perfectly fine. Because we're not really on any portion of the arrival anymore. Alrighty, let's go ahead and select heading and bring it on around to like a 120. So we're staying in the valley here. Beautiful. Look at that, the Bay Area right there. Look at that, chat. Absolutely beautiful. Alright. Oh, yeah, let's go ahead and get our replay started too. Let's see. Begin recording. Yep, we'll We'll overwrite. Excellent. The replay is going for us there, chat. Since Fly Live really isn't doing much for us, I'm going to go ahead and turn that off. That will be fine. There we go. Excellent. So that's all turned off. Don't need to see that. Fly Live, don't know why you're not working, but that is what it is. I'll see if I could restart it. See if it will do it. Okay, so the only thing that is not working now is the model. Okay, so let me see if I can turn this back on. 300 knots across the ground. Are we really doing? Okay, 309 knots. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah. That is now correct. Alrighty, excellent. So I'll turn you back on for now. We're 7 for 6. Let's go ahead and let's turn left a little bit more. And then we can slow it up to 210 knots once we level off at 6,000 feet. And let's see, actually Rock Me is at 4,000 feet. So let's go ahead and slow you down to 210 knots. Then direct to Rock Me. How about that? Where is the direct function here? I think you just select it, right? And then you go back, and then you like hit that. And then, yeah, that looks good. We can execute. Go ahead and do that. And then we'll go down to 4,000 feet and hit flight level change. Excellent. And we can also, LNAV. Oh, this airplane. Alrighty, we can slow it down even slower than that so I can get some flaps going. How about that? So, flaps 1 is 265, we're good there. Flaps 1. I like to run the flaps run so slow. There we go. Look at there, chat. Pretty sure this is what they would consider calling like the Silicon Valley area down here, San Jose area, consider Silicon Valley, right? Alrighty. We're on our way in. We're at our next characteristic speed, so let's go ahead. I'll go to the back and we'll go flaps 5. How about that? Flaps 5. Yeah. From the Airbus, you're just like, wow, it takes these flaps so long to run. Alrighty, there we go. We're at flaps 5. We can slow it down to our flaps 5 maneuvering speed. There we go. We're still descending down to 4,000 feet. I think you... Okay, so let's arm the approach up. So localizing glide slope capture. We got flight level change. LNAV is engaged. Excellent. All looking good thus far, chat. There's San Jose, California right there. I think, yeah, that's definitely San Jose, California. Look at there. Wow. I'm pretty sure that's San Jose, California. Pretty sure. Now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, that does not look like the terminal at all. Pretty sure it has like one really long terminal that like parallels the runway, right? That does not look like it, so maybe that's not San Jose Airport. Maybe it's something similar, but not really. Ah, that's Mountain View. Moffett, whatever that is, Moffett Field. San Jose is a little further inland. Okay, okay. Alright. Alrighty, so let's slow you down on 180. There we go. Our final approach speed is 141 knots. There we go. Bump you up to somewhere around there, so I'm ready to take over when I turn the auto thrust or auto throttles off. Yeah, I go around as the auto thrust mode. That will take over here soon, so that is good. I don't really think we'll need the speed brakes anymore, so we'll go arm. Ah, there we go. We'll arm that. Airport, not really, don't have it in sight yet. San Francisco traffic, United 3318 Heavy is just over Rockme on a, we'll call that a 12-mile final for runway 28, San Francisco traffic. So, there we go. Look, capture, glide slope capture. We can set the missed approach altitude. Missed approach altitude is going to be 4,000 feet. That is set. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and sync our heading up here. It should be like what, a 284? We are at our flaps 5 maneuvering speed. Let's go ahead and go. Flaps 15. It takes so long for these flaps to run out. Let's watch it from the back, shall we? Yeah, back here. Yeah, there we go. Or flaps 10. I think it's flaps 10 is the next one. It just takes it so long from the time you hit the button for the flaps to actually move. There's a decent amount of time. Alrighty. No need to rush it coming on in. We can hold this for a little bit longer. I suspect because we're at flaps 15. So we got 25 and 30 to go. Or 20, 25, and 30 to go. Okay. So we can bring our speed down to flaps 15 maneuvering speed. Actually, 170 knots. That's always a good place to be. We're at a 10-mile final. How about that? San Francisco traffic, United 3318 Heavy, 10-mile final for runway 28 left, San Francisco traffic. Alright. A little bit of a scud layer here in San Francisco this morning. That's alright. We should be able to see the runway coming up here in a little bit. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and slow it up to 141 knots and run the flaps. Flaps 20. Flaps 25. Yep, yeah. How about that? It should be geared down then flaps 15, right? Or flaps, yeah. Flaps full. Gears coming down. Thank you. We can silence you. Alrighty. Landing checklist is complete. Next checklist is just a shutdown checklist. Excellent. What? I didn't understand anything this guy said. Alrighty. Wish me luck. We're at 1,400 feet above the field. We do have roll out the flare guidance, so that is good. Let's set that heading on in there. It should be coming into view any second now. We're just about at 1,000 feet. There's the runway. Beautiful. I'll wait till we get just a little bit closer before I click the auto thrust and the auto throttles and the auto pilot off and take over flying manually. Alrighty, excellent. Autopilot's off. Your stable target think, I can't see it, I guess that's 500. Drifting off just to the right, or to the left there. Correcting back to the right. A little high, bringing it back down.
San Francisco traffic, Mountain Air 324, we're going to taxi to 2A left via
So a little high. We're at idle, bringing in the flare. 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 There it is. We're on the ground. Speed brakes are deployed. Mm, 80. Doing the reversers. Auto brakes can come off. I'll roll it down to the next one. Excellent, excellent, beautiful, beautiful job there. Did I click the auto brakes off? There you go. Now they're off. Major butter. Yeah, I was not expecting that, but you know what, Motion Man? I think the headwind helped a lot there. Let's see. San Francisco traffic. United 3318 Heavy is vacating runway 28 left at Delta. Will be taxiing to the ramp via Bravo and Quebec 1. San Francisco traffic. Last call. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Yeah, yeah. I was not expecting that. I was just kind of trying to find the ground there. I was like, well, which is why you kind of saw me pitch it back and forth. Like, come on, get down, get down. Alrighty. So auto brakes are off. Sweet. Let's go ahead and go. Flaps up. After almost landing with. Love that about the Boeing. You could just do that and the speed brakes just come back up. Love it. So we'll bring you up, and we'll leave you on.
San Francisco traffic, Mountain Air 324, we're going to cross runway 1 left on.
Alright. Oop. Alrighty. So flaps are coming up. It's so slow to come up. Alrighty. Yeah, this is Quebec 1. We can take this on in. I do not know where to park. I think I said I was going to go around. Yeah, we'll just go around because there's like random RJ parking right here. I don't know. So we will just go around, shall we?
In San Francisco, traffic, Mountain Air 324, clear of one left. We're going to cross one right on Foxtrot.
Excellent, excellent. Was not expecting that butter into San Francisco, but I'll take one whenever I can. But like I said, I think the 20 knot headwind actually helped out a lot because I was actually super high coming over the numbers, and I just kind of brought the thrust out a little early and just rounded it out and was like waiting for the touchdown to happen. Honestly, that's what I was kind of waiting on.
San Francisco traffic, Mountain Air 324, we're clear of one right. Taxiing Foxtrot to a left.
So we got a bunch of United Heavies around the corner here. See if I can find one of the United Heavies to park beside. Hopefully there's a gate open. All the traffic you see right now, this is all FSLTL traffic. This is not actual online VATSIM traffic. Kind of started. Well, the one airplane that's moving is actually VATSIM traffic. I've kind of started just doing the FSLTL so the airports don't look so sad whenever we get there. Oh, look, there's a United 777 right there. I'll probably park right beside him. Call that a day. Got another United 777 coming out of the alleyway there. Yeah. We'll park. All of these gates look like they're just like ever so slightly not aligned. So, it is what it is. We will park. Let's just go down the alley, I guess. I think he's waiting on us to turn in so he can turn out. Yeah, that gate looks too close. Not gonna do that. Thank you, Asobo, for just thank you. Appreciate it. We're putting the jet bridge literally like on top of each other. I might just have to park it and call it a day. We are going to have wingtips overlapping somewhere, but it is what it is, I guess.
San Francisco traffic, Mountain Air 324, we're going to line up to a left departure on the trucking tube.
Yeah, we'll take this one. F-14. We'll take this one. It looks like it has okay space in terms of wingtip to wingtip. Don't know why Americans all the way over here at the United gates, but it is what it is. So, boom, yeah. Great, there we go. Back inside. I did not turn on the APU, but that is okay. We will set the brakes. I will leave everything running that way. I don't have to reset up everything for the replay here. We'll go ahead and disconnect from VATSIM. We will go ahead and stop our replay here. And then we'll just go ahead and load it up and roll right back into the replay and see how good the landing actually was. Load up and yeah, that's the one. Yep. Alrighty, so we will go ahead and load that up and load you back in. Alrighty. So hit play. There we go. Alrighty. Oh, this is actually not freaking out that much. Alright, I'm actually surprised. Okay, let's go ahead and fast forward you all the way down to like right there. Alright, I'll run it back just a little bit. That should give this a little bit of time to run the flaps since it takes like 5 hours to run the flaps here. Alrighty. Alrighty, there we go. Flaps should be done running their whole thing. Alrighty, there we go. Wow. Look at how beautiful that looks, chat. Absolutely love, like, that's the one thing I just love about Flight Sim. This is just some beautiful scenery, and it's all default. If you look at it, this is just all default. I like, the replays, I like myself because I like looking out the window just like a passenger. As a pilot, you're always focused on looking straight ahead and focused on the runway and what the end goal is there. But as a passenger, you can just observe the beauty around you. Be quiet so we can watch this butter landing. Man, from the back, it does not seem as butter as... Let's go back. From the back, it just seems like I plunked it in. Up front, it seemed much different. Alright, let's do this. Let me see. Speed brakes arm? Yeah, we'll leave that in the arm position. How about that? Alrighty. So, let's watch that one more time. Yeah, from the front, it almost seems like we greased it on. From the back, it just seems like the airplane kind of fell off the sky. Interesting. That's how long that airplane is. The front get a different experience than the back. Absolutely amazing. Oh, so now Fly Life wants to get good, touchdown information from me. You didn't want to do it on the last stream. You're showing like 5,000 feet per minute on the last stream. That's when it's minus 154. Is Major Motion Man is that you think that's pretty much accurate? Minus 154. Let's go ahead and release you. Absolutely beautiful. Let's go back outside for the replay. Go back up front. I'm like, do I gotta rearm these every single time? Probably. Alright, let's go back outside. Oh, I love that shot right there. There we go. so crazy because it already looks like you're coming in at a pretty high deck angle to begin with. Don't strike the tail. Oh, absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Let's go ahead and get that. See if I can do like the drone view of the touchdown. Here we go. We'll switch to that camera. And we will not follow. Thank you. Alright, so let's go ahead and back you up. There we go. Beautiful. There's the touchdown marker right there. So definitely went a little bit past the touchdown marker, but beautiful. Absolutely beautiful there, chat. We will bring this back for just one last replay into San Francisco. Then I'm gonna call it a day. Gonna go to the store, get some chicken wings, hot dog and bologna, and prep all of that for Wing Wednesdays. That's kind of what I like to do on Wednesday. So yesterday, Taco Tuesday. Obviously had to have our tacos. Today is Wing Wednesday. I don't really have anything that I do on Thursday. If you got any suggestions, let me know. And then Friday is Pizza Party Fridays. So I usually go to the store and get the dough they have there in the store, and make my own. We make my own pizza at home. Turns out pretty good. Slowly perfecting it, one little bit at a time. So, let's see. Can I get further up? Oh, that's it. That's all I'm gonna get. Alrighty. Well, in that case, we can run the track. Thank you, everyone, for coming out to another live stream. It'll be a few more days before I'm back online. It'll probably actually be next week by the time I'm back online streaming again. But Eddie, Motion Man, thank you all for coming out today. Until the next time I see you guys, remember to take care of yourselves and each other. I'm Gray Eagle. Peace.